because if they go greedy on the, it means IO is going to be super underfarmed, and EO underfarmed is not much fun at all. Doesn't do very well. He needs farm. He's one of those really greedy cores, rather sort of core supports. If he doesn't get that farm, he really just kind of is just terrible. Really, just dies too quickly. He's without farm, he's essentially a floating. He's essentially a floating hyperstone. That's about all he offers to his team. But anyway, let's call it the players here. So playing for Lajons, we have Meinarts on the Witch Doctor, Stand-in, Key playing the EO, Quicks playing the Sven, Era playing the Morphling, and Janasa Fam there on the Batrider for Empire. We've got Resolution on the Puck, Always Wanna Fly on the Vengeful Spirit, Yoki there on the Faceless Void, Solo on the Scarlet Mage, and Silent playing the Gyrocopter. And Yoki's down here at the moment. I don't know if they're going to leave the support to him. I think they might just decide how much trouble the Gyrocopter gets into in the top lane. I actually don't think Bat can put that much pressure on him alone, just because if he tries to fly into him, firefly into him,
30 seconds
he can always just respond immediately with a rocket barrage and a homing missile. He might not go for flat cannon because he's expecting a one-on-one lane there. The early flat cannon not as useful. But now that the fact is he can spam out that home missile. The home missile's a lot better than it used to be. It's actually worth spamming now early. It can do a lot of damage. And it's a lot of easier harassment you can drop into someone in a one-on-one situation as well.
The battle begins.
But with the dual lanes, this could be problematic for Lajons here, because Wisp does not fight very well early on. It is going to be tricky for him to manage this. If the supports are staying down here, the harassment coming out of Solo and Always Wanna Fly might maybe, in fact, too much for Wisp to handle. But yeah, there's no way Wisp can afford to fight. He's pretty much done most of the... Oh, wait a minute. No, he's got some items. He's got a bottle coming out right now. With that bottle, he can't really afford the fight early at all. He's just going to stack, try and pull, do some stuff, get his farm up. And Era, for the most part, should be fighting against this Puck on his own. He can just come out and do some spot heal, but now Quicks could be in trouble here. We're going to see the stun come out in a second, get some auto attacks in. You can see some body blocking. No. Decides not to reveal himself. I think they're hoping to find EO with the invisibility rune, perhaps. Hoping to find a support that realize, you know what, Sven probably going to be a little bit too tanky. He's got a shield and everything. Low level nukes, not a real scare factor. But they're not going to get any use out of this invisibility rune. Do we have any wards to block with? No, not at the moment. We're just going to come up, provide some spot heal here for Era. Meanwhile, Meinart's just skulking. I think they haven't seen the come support. Meanwhile, they're found out here. We've got the stun coming through. Lucia Orbis well. Kino in trouble. Needs to use that bottle. Bottling up just barely. No, he's going to get taken down. They can't cut line of sight. And we'll get taken down for the first blood. Meanwhile, though, Solo falls low. As he got a health potion. Wait for him coming up in 1 second. Looks like a return kill is going to come for Era. Or maybe not. Because, oh, no, he gets him just barely there. Scarlet Mage is actually super quick. For level, like, with boots, he's 375 movement speed with just brown boots. That is incredibly fast. For basic movement speed there. He's like 325 is his base movement speed. Very few heroes can match that. I mean, you look at Morphling, 285. He's much slower. He's almost brown boots alone slower. Fortunately, though, because of the way he was running, he can just cut him off like that. Meanwhile, bottom lane, though, this does leave Quicks up against the Solo Void with a support rotation. So it's going to allow us to get some last hits in. He's going to throw out the stun there just because he can. Yoki coming at the tower, taking a couple of hits, but nothing serious happening to him. And the supports are actually going to rotate for Empire back to the safe lane. And I think they're satisfied with just slowing the Wisp down for the moment. Yoki is going to be able to find who would farm him, because Wisp isn't really going to be able to do a whole lot. In fact, isn't going to try and do a whole lot. Meinart's now rotating the bottom lane, realizing there's not much he can do against this Trilon up top. He might as well go bottom to help Sven. Maybe they can find an early kill on Yoki. And I say maybe because they don't really have mana for Sven at the moment. The stun comes out there. The bash comes through on Quicks. Set them back up there for a moment. And the Void has a poor man's shield as well, so he's probably not going to die anytime soon. Although Meinarts does have a lot of base damage there with Witch Doctor. Maybe he can cause enough harassment. Looks like he's just going to try and pull for the most part. Meanwhile, mid lane, Era, pretty much going neck and neck with Puck at the moment. There's not much you can do to shut down the Puck farm. Puck can, of course, always spam the bottle. In fact, just dropping bottle up there to get couriered back. You know, Wisp attempting to continue pulling, not really succeeding there with the medium camp, actually failing twice now, but a triple stack at the hard camp is the main thing there. Quicks has popped his clarity, also has a bottle delivered to him as well. I don't see them. Another bash. Yoki is just fearless, just walks up and whacks fences. If I bash, I bash. If not, well, I'd hit you anyway. It doesn't matter. Meanwhile, Meinart's just going to focus on pulling. Not really achieving a whole lot at the moment. And again, another bash there. What? He's maxing it out though, so fair enough. And Quick's just going to use that to stun. Get his mana used before he starts bottling to heal. To try and get maximum efficiency out of it. Meanwhile, Bottle is coming back now. The puck and a smoke up here for Empire. Looks like they might try and find a pickup, and I think they could. I mean, if Yoki keeps proccing bashes like he is, they could easily kill this Sven. Especially the Vengeful Spirit sets up. Oh, they're still only level 1 on the stun there. Wisp looking for the 4-minute rune. Should be able to find it. Looks like they smoked too early, though. Smoke is worn off. Sven's got Walker right now as well. He might actually get away here. They can come in. That's a shot to slow. We're going to have another magic missile come through as well. Void still got the time limit. Should be able to get this kill. Unless they can turn it stun. No, he gets bashed. If he's stunned, always want to fly down under the tower. The tower aggro might have been enough to kill him. Now we're going to leap in there for Yoki. Unfortunately, Minot's too slow to come in there with a heal. Throws at the casket. One more hit. Oh, doesn't proc a bash this time. Minot's still trying to get clear. He's got a ball him. Oh, one more hit. Still healing. Still healing. Another hit. We'll bring him down. Sven comes in, throws out a stun there. Can we get a finish? There's a return kill. They do get some value out of that at the very least. But still, Void getting aggressive and just stalling out this bottom lane. Meanwhile, Gyrocopter farming easily up in the top lane. Era getting some farm here, but probably wants a little bit more than he is receiving right now. As Wisp, I think, took those on his own. Resolution hopping out there. Uh-oh, Era's going to be careful here. One more illusion of he could be trouble. Also, we've got reinforcement from the rear. Solo is here. They've seen the Batrider though. I don't think Batrider's getting this kill. This is probably pretty greedy from Janasavem. He might actually know. I don't think he's looking for kill. He's looking for creep stacks, maybe. Not going to find any though. Bottom lane, Void scoring another bash there. We've got a stun coming 5 seconds. Quick can actually just stand there and man fight him. He's a little bit worried though because he can't see the support, so he's not sure if there's going to come a stun flying out of nowhere. And Sven now going to spot the supports, and it looks like we might see Sven. Yeah, Sven realizes, okay, I can get in here now. It's not going to be too much of an issue. Sven has hit level 6. The kill on the solo experience of Yoki really beneficial for him. Batrider just flying out of trouble. Yoki goes for the Oov. Just wants that early cost-efficient damage. Meanwhile, Janasafam up, caught up. Easy kill, 3v1. No escape there. Era though, ahead on CS, not by much, so pretty much neck and neck right now with the Gyrocopter. Let's see where Silent goes first. But I feel like in this game we probably, well, you know, the shotgun will have... The shotgun isn't that useful. Even if he tries to use it just to save people, it would be a pretty big waste. And also the fact that if he shotguns, like if he tries to use Ethereal Blade to save an ally trapped in like a Chronosphere or something, there's a good chance Skyth will just laugh about it and walk up and then throw Mystic Flare on them. So that'll be just all sorts of awful. So I'm expecting Morphling in this game to go for a battle Morphling build. Just go for the right clicks. Sven finds a double damage rune here. If he gets a stun down on Face's Void, they can probably kill him. The question is whether it can or can't. There we go, throws the stun down. We're going to pop the ult here. No, didn't pop the ult. Didn't have the mana for it, unfortunately. Popped the DD, but not the ult. Couldn't manage to afford that. Now he's going to start bottling up. They've got to be careful, though, because he could turn and go for the stun and try and beat them down with a double damage rune there. Void just going to walk home. Fortunately, sitting on strength treads there, so it will help him survive. Now Park dodges the waveform there. Some damage being dealt for the right clicks, but it's not sufficient. Resolution will just hop out. And right now I think Empire are in a good place. I feel like their late game is stronger. The Void is just absolutely insane in terms of how strong he is. Although, Morphling has a lot of agility. And Sven's new Scepter, never seen anybody build it, but it does 80% of base damage, which on a hero like Morphling is a bigger deal than most. But speaking of a hero like Morphling, he's going to try and heal. I don't see him getting away from this though. There is too much burst there. Illusion Orb and a Magic Missile with Ancient Seal. He's getting blown up. I'm surprised though that Skyth is not maxing Ancient Seal because they are playing against a Morphling. Normally you'll see the Ancient Seal picked up there just because the extra burst damage is really useful. On top of that, the longer silence just means that it can't morph as easily, nor can he... It just buys him more time before it replicates out of a fight. But I feel like the Gyrocopter and the Void are probably the stronger duo here in the late game, because we're going to see My Nuts get clobbered here by Empire. Gonna grab him and kill that on My Nuts.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Era, I think he's just going to, yeah, he's just going to pick up a Yasha. Might just go for a straight man style. Meanwhile, Void is actually diving here. Quicks has no ability to cut the trees, and looks like he's very dead here. So reinforcements not coming in. Yeah, Quicks is very dead. They're just going to let him go. Morphe on their hand. Era just going to sit here, play greedy, just try and find his farm. We won't see the Batrider move about till he gets his Blink Dagger, which is going to be a little while. Fortune with one death. He's not farmed particularly well either. He's going to be quite a while on that Blink.
Dire's middle tower is under it. Radiant's bottom
Puck
tower
just bouncing away again, just finding. And see, that's the stack that they were looking for, or the Batrider was looking for earlier. He was looking for any stacks being made to feed the Gyrocopter, and he didn't manage to grab this one. This triple stack now, he could try and grab it in a moment. The Gyrocopter's probably going to be up to his tricks. Meanwhile, the Era will take down a tower, tier 1 mid. Yoki, though, getting the tier 1 bottom. So here's some ping. They want to get that triple stack before Silent Farms. They're going to throw out the stun. They're going to try and set up a fight. They're not sure if they want to go the Era. If he waveforms, he will break the tether. So decides not to go for it. Be easier if they just get Batrider in there to Firefly it down, if they can manage it. But again, they are quite worried. They're not sure where the Faceless Void is. Plus, then the Chronosphere is coming up soon. And Yoki is actually going to find a couple of stacks here. I don't know if he can actually do them, though, because Creep are actually hitting him pretty damn hard. It looks like this is going to buy time. The delay is going to buy time for Gyrocopter to find this farm. He's going to clean out both stacks there. Well, Value Yasha going out to Era at the moment. And Sven. They're kind of expecting some kind of Blink Dagger on him first, just because the mobility on Sven is a really big deal. But I'm just wondering if we'll see what kind of damage he'll go for here. Whether they'll try and buff up the team, or just opt to pick up some raw damage for himself. Puck finds Bounty Rune bottom. Meanwhile, top already taken. Not sure who got it though. Quicks still trying to farm here. Empire probably we're not going to see any huge aggression from Empire. They might just punish. Each time we see Lions try and push for a tower, we'll probably have Empire try and punish them, but I don't think we're going to see any early aggression out of Empire, just because they're probably feeling comfortable with the late game. They go, alright, well, it's up to you to engage us, and then we'll see if we can pick apart your attacks. And on the flip side, Lions probably not going to make much of a move until they get their Blink Daggers up and running. Maybe we'll see some relocate ganks, but probably not a whole lot of aggression because they're looking to get these key Blink Daggers up. Wisp, Copper, concussive shot there. Era actually turns. Thinks about fighting. Actually going to go for that. Might be able to get this kill here. In comes the silence though. Magic Missile. Era though falling low. Can't heal himself up. And now we've got the turnaround here. 2 kills. Maybe not actually stun coming through. It's on Vengeance Root. God Strength also pop. Can she get away? Casket coming out. Going to cancel that. Oh, never mind. Kasky cancels the earn charge and she will go down. Meanwhile though, Wisp is going to get cleaned up and that's a 3 for 2 and it's a core. 2 cores in there for 2 supports. Easily worth it there for Empire. Well, it's probably regretting that action a little bit. Sven's starting to clean up the neutral stacks. And unfortunately that smoke up was seen. I think they're trying to gank though. Yeah, it looks like they're going to try and gank. They're suspicious there might be stacks up here. They might just try and plant some. No, they don't. They have no wards. They're just looking for a gank. And they find nobody. Oh. Era. They're hoping to find Era by the looks of it. Era though doing this bottom stack down here. Nighttime now. I think Voids might have seen Era before it went nighttime. They're hoping someone's going to show them, so they'll show their face here, try and defend, and they'll sweep in and try and take him out. Meanwhile, Wisp getting spotted up by the Wave of Terror. The smoke is broken. Looks like they might just settle for a tier 1 push here. It doesn't look like the Lions are going to defend against this. Era's nearby, but not making any moves to defend just yet. And he's only got a Yasha and Power Dread, so he's not really ready to defend. Especially up against Chronosphere and the Ancient Seal. Scarfmage also still not leveling the Ancient Seal, as content with 1 level. Which is not normal when we see him play against stuff like it must silence opponents like Panda and Morphling. Usually we'll see Ancient Seal maxed out ASAP.
Is under attack.
Quicks has a TP this time, might want to use it. And he will, he's going to head top. See Jericho at the moment just leading net worth, and as he gets pushed out of his top lane, he opts to go and farm the jungle. And we're just going to see him come in here and flak down both camps at once. Minot spots this up, but he's the best. He's going to be able to leech a bit of experience. He's not going to have an opportunity to steal this at all.
Tower is under attack.
It's going to come in a little bit too late. His teammates are here, though. They might just try and get a pick off on Gyro, who's been free farming here. There we go. Blink Lasso comes out. Puck getting hit by the Wisp balls. Going to come in, though. Maybe doesn't mind. They are going to lose the Gyro Cup before anything else happens there. Before they can get any sort of counter initiation on, we're going to have to pick up something. Minus turn on his heel. Mystic Flare as well. Oh, Dream Call. Trapping him in Mystic Flare. Easy kill. Meanwhile, we're going to have Cronus in. No, not yet. Yoki decides not to commit the Cronus speed just yet. Jumps away. Waveform committed. Era now trying to back off. He is silenced up. We're going to get Janasa Fan maybe back in here. Stormbolt going to come in now. It's on Solo. Solo, though, is going to head back in. Era now still trying to morph strength up. Also being killed up there by Key. Key, can he keep Era healed? Era needs to be careful. Doesn't want to get cut off. They're trying to avoid both getting Cronus here. A swap back down. Era waveforms forward. And that fight, no chronosphere used. And Park jumping forward, he's just going to look for the return kill. Janasa Fan going to come up here, going to try and cause trouble and force him back there. Resolution actually just going to jaunt out. And this will cover, actually no, Wisp brings a frame back. Actually, they want to turn this around. Lasso's on Quinn though, he's going to have to try and bait him back in there. Another tether forward there by Wisp. It's going to try and bring down Resolution. Resolution though, just jaunting away. Blinks out yet again. And unless this long-range flame break can get... Oh, no, phase shift, never mind. Nice attempt. Void just jumping out, and that's an easy series of kills there. The only hero to go down for Empire was the Skarath Mage. Unfortunately, he was not fast enough to get away.
Dire's top tower.
Someone's confused why Mag is not playing for Empire. Yes, Empire. Mag left Empire a little while ago. This is relatively old news. Corner comes in, waiting red to blink here for Puck. Quicks! Oh, so much damage. Quicks is down. Aaron now silenced up yet again. Mystic Flare to finish. They've got the damage. That's 2 more kills here going into Empire. 2 crucial kills. Make that 3. They're again delaying the Wisp. Like, look at this Wisp. He's trying to get any kind of health pool item that he can. The urn even.
Radiant's
working towards it, but they're just not working out. Meanwhile, another 2,000 gold swing in favor of Empire. They're currently leading by 3,000 at the 15-minute mark.
Radiant structures
and Tier 1 tower top about to drop as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Void with his Master Madness.
Radiant's
the
top
neg armor
tower
from VS
has
is
fallen.
really helping him dish out the damage
Dire's
too.
middle tower is under attack.
She's actually on for 1 level in... Wow, this is really old school. Something we used to see on VS like ages ago. Back when the stun didn't scale in duration. Basically, it was a 1.7 second stun at all levels. So you often saw a roaming or a support VS just go for 1 level of magic missile. Say, alright, well, I don't really need the damage there from the nuke that badly, so I'm just going to do 1 level in stun. And I'll get my early wave of terror instead, as well as my command aura. Which he's kind of doing, still. 1 level in wave of terror, but 3 in the command aura. It's going to do a lot there for the Gyrocopter, as well as the Faceless Void at the moment. Empire just stealing stacks again in the enemy jungle. Puck with that blink, working towards his heals most likely is what I would expect. Now, unless he just wants to go for a quick hex, which against a Morphling, a quick hex would be really, really strong. So you might even just say, screw the Yules, I just want the hex up now. Or he might even, I mean, we see Dagons picked up on the Puck, which sometimes can be really useful if he can get them early, especially with the Skarath Mage on the team. The extra burst damage from Ancient Seal is huge, and it really helps Puck stay more relevant towards the late game as well if he has farmed up the Dagon during the match. Just having that burst damage coming up with the Ancient Seal is absolutely fantastic. But it's definitely not an every game item. But this game, definitely, there is synergy there for it. And he's got the early advantage to make it very worthwhile. He can pick it up at a time that would basically make it very hard to deal with the Lajons. Morphling. Getting close to his Manta, only about 900 gold away from that. I just don't know if he's got the firepower to deal with Faceless Void. I think the problem is Morphling, while he might get a lot of right click, might actually get really farmed as well. He is behind right now, the Gyrocopter, but of course the Void isn't that farmed just yet. But the Gyrocopter is basically, between the Void and Gyrocopter, Morphling's team is probably all going to die, the issue. I don't really see some good ults there coming out from Witch Doctor. Obviously, Wisp is really susceptible to Flak Cannon, has no armor, that sort of business. Sven maybe might live for a bit, usually doesn't think of it about right as well. Can't really get off a good lasso because, of course, Swap is such a pain in the ass to deal with. So you might just find this Era and one other guy versus 4 per hero, which is really hard to deal with. Minards, unfortunately, gets spotted out here. Always want to fly, scouting out, cancelling the TP. We'll pick him off.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is falling.
Cold out on Jinazaban actually just melting. He tries to go for the lasso. So Dota West tries the lasso silence. Silence just pops Rocket Barrage and kills him while stunned. Not a chance in hell. And Barrow, unfortunately, with that naked blink dagger, he is so squishy. Easy 400 gold there. For Silent. Well, 4 heroes converge in the mid lane here. Gonna have Sven just back off. Sven did go for the blink dagger first, but unfortunately it's just not enough at this point in time. They need a little bit more. He's gone for levels in cleave as well. Help his damage output and will also help his farming ability. The arrows out here, not really soluble by Silent, so he will just have to back off and leave him alone. So much he can do on his own. Always want to fly now, attempting to stack. We'll get both camps stacked there. Gonna give it to Void though. Void just gonna try and get his next item up and running. Can get his BKB up or something. That would be absolutely huge if he gets to avoid those stuns. Quick Den's Machete with the supports here. Arrow, everybody's gonna get this now. I mean, they can't really leave this around for too long because it's gonna get spotted out. And the issue with leaving stacks up against Gyrocopter is he'll most likely steal them. So if you have like against Gyrocopter or any hero that can like clean stacks with easily, the issue is they get scattered and your opponents will win a fight, and one of the first things they might do is just go and steal all your stacks, which is a huge economic victory for them. Solons just finds a get into the stacks. They stack them up, get the money out of it, the value out of it, and then immediately kill it. They don't leave it lying around too long. Morphling now, 500 more gold. Mantis done. Yoki though, 2100 gold. Here we go for this next time. I think it might be Maelstrom as the server attempts to trap itself again. TP out there as I'm starting to play Slideshow Dota. The server's having some hiccups. And the making motions to tank area here. Something popped there. The replica being popped there. As yeah, I think everybody's lagging at this point in time. Yeah, there's packet loss for everybody. This is server's dying. Not comfortable. I don't think right now, especially the combo that Empire have, they have a much better ability to win team fights right now. For Lajons, that means it's going to be tougher than to tank team fights, which is just going to lead into Empire just bullying down the towns bit by bit, or just basically controlling the map to get this farm. Right now, Empire's next goal right now is probably going to be to knock them. I'm not too concerned about this tower up here because this tower isn't really worth a whole lot. It's pretty worthless, in fact. Mid tier 2 here. They can kill mid tier 2 in the mid and the bot tier 2. This will pretty much cut off all of Lion's access to the jungle. They won't be able to PP reinforcements because, like, say if this tower's still up and try to steal the rope, the ancients or someone's farming here, get TP support and come in pretty quickly. Plus relocate, obviously, as well. And save this one. Someone's trying to farm here. TP help in. It's relatively close. I can get into that sort of business. It's not too far away. TP in 3 seconds. Blink. He's in fight. It's pretty easy from the beginning. But if they can knock these two towers down using their team fight advantage right now to just try and either force Lajons to dodge the fights and let them have the towers, or either even a better case, like take the fights, win, and then take the towers, put them in a pretty much unstoppable position, I feel, because Lajons right now have an issue where they really just can't afford to fight, which may also give them the opportunity. If they get a pick off as well, they could just go and take Roshan. Like, Empire could go and take Roshan. So right now, Lions have to play very careful. If they give them even one bad fight, it could easily translate to losing towers and or Roshan. They have to trade very carefully in their own jungle. And you see Empire, they know this. They want to get this pick off. So they got their wards down inside the jungle looking for Lion's path so you can get a fight any kind of pick off. Even pick off one support's really good. Get air for 30 seconds, getting his relocate off the board, that's a big deal still. And I feel Empire, just do this, they're going to build such an economic advantage. As we can see, they're already got a 5k plus lead here. They're going to build such an economic advantage that no matter how hard Arrow farms, I don't see him overwhelming his Void or Gyrocopter. He's ahead of the Void right now, but given one good fight, Void could quite easily overtake him. One fight in a couple of towers, or one could fight in Roshan, and Void could very easily overtake Era and just basically make him, just nullify him in the fights, just drop a chronosphere on his head, and then basically, they don't even have to kill him. Like, as long as they kill his team, the Morphling is not going to stand up to avoid and a Gyrocopter afterwards. So we're probably going to see these fights going, and pretty much the first thing that Empire are going to do, they can mostly ignore the background as long as they say VS's swap. Alright, well, you can grab somebody, but we'll just break the swap immediately, break it immediately with swap, so that's not a big deal. And just look to kill the Witch Doctor, get the Death Ward off the table, maybe the Sven as well, not a bad idea. But Witch Doctor, if they kill the two support lines, just knock them down real quick, then there's not much. Batrider is useless. And then it's Sven, who hasn't done that much more damage, and Morphling try and fight 5. Empire should be able to win this team fight very handily. And then this is what they're balling on. So, no, let's just force this tower here now. And I'm just doing massive attack loss here. All these teams are dodgy each other. I'm just going to try and do a quick reconnect because it is
under attack
right now.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Wow, that's like no better at all. Fantastic. Alright. Jesus Christ. Okay, so there's a fire in my middle. Looks like they're trying to trade towers. I'm not 100% sure. I think they're actually fighting right now. I'm not really sure. Arrows used his mana style. No, okay, there's a counter-attack coming from... Fucking hell. Empire, they're going to come in, chase up Lajons. Lajons decided to back off here. Going to sweep through the jungle. Might try and push to tier 2. No, not just yet. And there we go. Okay, finally. I've got animations back now. Short-term pain, long-term gain. And the Empire realized, alright, well, we chased them off to tier 2. We took their tier 2 bottom. They dodged the fight, as we said. Not going to try and take that fight. Tier 2 has gone down. Empire used the threat of their 5v5 to make the back off. And well, you know, we'll take the tier 2. We'll take Roshan. And after this, Void will probably be ahead of... He'll be probably ahead of Sven Network after this in a moment. Or maybe not. They need another tower. But Empire are probably going to try and force a fight. They might not go for a 5v5. They could try and pick off Era, but you see here, Era's just split farming out, and they're really just trying to make sure he gets his farm. Like, he's going to farm here all the time, and Wisp, if he gets in trouble, will just try and relocate him out. Of course, that'll get the Wisp killed, but it will ensure that Era doesn't die. And the resolution is for Era, though. It's actually turning around, throws at the Adaptive Strike. And Wisp getting ready to relocate here, but, oh! Preemptive relocate will get him out of trouble. Doesn't even wait. Doesn't even wait for the Chronosphere to go down. Now this of course is going to get Wisp killed, so we'll see him suicide in a moment. Bye bye Wisp. Solo is going to take a kill there. Adventure Spirit has been dumped on the high ground. She doesn't have a TP, which is upsetting for her. And actually Barrett is looking to fire. Barrett is going to try and get up here and firefly her, but he's trying to be careful because he doesn't have swaps up or not, I don't think. No, he's changed his mind. But if he went up there and actually just put the Firefly up here, there's nothing that Always Want to Fly could do. He'd just burn to death. And it's down, doing a bit of counter warding. Trouble's coming though. They could quite easily take him down here. Trouble doesn't find him though. Trouble decides to back off and farm the lane. Resolution. It's going to head back, and it looks like it is going to be the fast Hex, and I definitely agree with it. It gets it's not really a single core lineup, but it sort of is, because Sven is not super fun at this point in time. Like, Sven is actually... He's doing better than Void, actually. But Sven, I think, needs more farm than Void to come online, because he needs to solve his mobility issues with the Blink Dagger first. So he doesn't really have that damage to begin with. Like, God's Strength is good, but you need the attack speed to go with it to really make it shine. And then he also needs the BKB. And even if he gets the BKB, he's still going to get disabled in the fight is the issue. And we've seen Invis picked up by Void here. He's going to try and surprise butt-sex somebody here. He might just pick Wisp. No, they want Era. Era, there we go. Surprise butt-sex. Incoming Era now trying to morph strength through it. Not going to work. Like it's silence. Oh no, he doesn't. Never mind. Wisp comes through to save Era yet again. This is going to cost Wisp for death once again, but it does at least come at the expense of a cooldown, as well as more importantly, a Chronosphere. Look at Wisp just dead. But you know what? It was a good play. He made the save that I needed to. They're stalling this game in a little bit. They're putting some pressure on the tier 1 bottom, but you know what? Empire like, alright, well, we got to kill and we'll take a tier 2, because again, you're still scared of us. You're not going to try and fight us with the Wisp down. We know you're not ready to fight.
Radiant's middle tower.
Another tier 2 comes down, and this is going to
Radiant's
pretty
middle
much
tower has
deny
fallen.
Lajons the
Dire's
ability to
top
farm
tower
their own
is
jungle. It's going to be really tough to deal with. Now we're going to get an spam. Uh-oh, Resolution gets jumped by a Blink God Strength. Going for the tower as well. Can they get the tier 2 glyph being popped here? Reinforcements are arriving for Empire. They're on the way. So that is a nice little 1300 gold swing there for Lajons, but looks like not going to get a tower. It's going to get some chip damage on it. Meanwhile, bottom tier 1 though. Minot's just thinking about it. He wants to go for it, but he knows he can't because he hasn't seen any TPs get expended. If he saw, like, if 3 TPs came up here, he'd probably think about going to try and knock this tower down. Jarrett Cup is just going to deny it now. They're pinging out saying, hey, it's being denied. Doesn't matter though. Nothing you can do about it. Gem being picked up by Skyth. I like this. This is going to help them get their map control solidified, and with them basically any kind of wards, the Lions dropping inside their own forest means they won't have any vision, and they're going to be super scared about trying to use this jungle to farm. Like right now, they're pretty much just 4 of them together, so they're not too worried. But 4 people farming the jungle at once is not very efficient at all. Void, another 2400 gold. And the Replicant has found a double damage room. Will they get the Wisp, or will they get that to Morphling? Might give Morph in the bolt. No, never mind. They're going to let the Batrider take it. I was going to say they might actually give it to the Morphling. Just try and let him use that DD to win at least one fight. Lajons could really use a good fight right about... Like, could use winning a good fight right about now to try and get the momentum back in their favour. They are definitely a long way behind. Anyway, 7.5k, still deficit. It looks like they're doing okay because obviously Morphling and Sven are up the Void. The Void doesn't need that much farming to be useful, especially considering it's being played off lane. 4 staff out, not gonna matter though. Janasafam's getting picked off. Tried to 4 staff out. Unfortunately, all that succeeded was stunning himself with the tether there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And I think we would have seen a lot more Wisp relocate ganking, but unfortunately, like, they can't really afford to do it because they're up against some good mobility here. Puck with his Blink Dagger, obviously Faceless Void can jump in, Chronosphere them, bring them down, so they can't really get that aggressive. Speaking of getting aggressive, Minot's is going to turn to a free kills. Void decides to spank Minot's here. Oh boy, looking for Minot's is just accepting his fate. Or maybe not, he's healing up here. He just stands still. The stun comes through Death Ward as well. Doesn't matter though. Yoki says, haha, actually, Chronosphere, suckers. And they're going to try and take out Void. Void though jumps through the trees. He's going to see a waveform forwards. Oh, it doesn't quite go far enough. Quicks blinks forwards once again, doesn't find it though. And Minot's, it was a cute attempt to survive with their help there from Quicks, but he does go down in the end. Does cost him a Chronosphere regardless. Uh-oh, silence up on Janasfam, gonna Firefly down, dodges some Mystic Flare though, complete whip there by Solo. But in the end, 2 for none there. Or maybe I spoke too soon because I hear a bit of fighting going on. Jara coming out, gets stunned up. Will actually manage to bounce the stun as it sees Quick now. Some serious trouble. Barrett comes through, and now they might be... Oh, nope, swap break. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. It's impossible to get a good lasso when the Vengeful Spirit's around. I just feel like Lions in this game have just been thoroughly outdrafted is the issue. One of their power playing heroes here, the Batrider, is completely nullified by Vengeful Spirit. They've got nothing to deal with the Void ult. And as well as that, Empire not only got a good counter pick in the Venge, but they also got a great denial there from Lajons, preventing them from getting their own Vengeful Spirit to deny. Well, basically just to nullify the Faceless Void ult. See a Blink Hex. Oh, Puck though, getting a little bit stuck. Doesn't matter, frees himself up. And he will clean up the Batrider. And there we go, that Blink Hex, just instead of the Eul's going straight for Hex, so damn good. That's the other thing, even if Venge isn't around, if Bat jumps in, because he's so poor and underfarmed, if he jumps in and tries to grab somebody, he'll just get hexed by Puck. The instantaneous hex just is no, not happening. So even if VS isn't nearby for some reason, they've still got these other options to help deal with the Batrider. It just made him a complete non-factor. When he's meant, look at this Bat, he's 0 and 5 with 2 assists. That's not what you want for your Batrider. As we see Deathwalk out, not doing, oh maybe it is actually, Puck though, shorting away, minus 5 hit, Chronosphere, cancel the Deathwalk, but Ham going, and Quick's going Ham, they're trying to clean them up, in comes the relocate, gonna try and save the Morphling. Arrow should survive this once again. Quick's trying to disengage Mystic Flare, oh, Quicks is gone, and so is the Wisp. Unless he can get an escape here with a tether, I don't think so. Resolution's guarding. Just dies immediately.
We all know a life.
And he saw the Resolution positioning himself by the creep wave, so if he tried to tether away, it wasn't going to happen. See, yet another easy kill there. Ah, man. Like, two big heroes that just want to get powerful. Like, the Wisp mobility has been a non-factor because they can't really jump around the map. Because Void is such a huge threat, as well as the Puck, their mobility really just makes it dangerous to make those sorts of plays. The Witch Doctor, every time he goes for a good Death Ward, he just gets Chronosphered. And they can't use the Bat Rider. It's just so pretty much the entire game for Lance has just evolved into, I hope Era gets farmed, I hope Era can carry this. And unfortunately, solo Era, trying to fight the Void and the Gyrocopter just isn't going to happen. The Gyrocopter has a freaking butterfly. Sure, Era has a Skadi now, but I just don't think you can fight this. Just don't think you can fight him at all. And wait, Gyrocopter now building a Perseverance. I think he's building a Lincoln's. I really don't think he needs that, but I guess he is. All right. That seems a tad if that is indeed a Lincoln's, that seems a tad unnecessary. Oh, we'll see what he decides to do with it. Quicksteel working towards an AC that might buy. If they get AC up, that's the one thing though that might save Lions at the moment. If they can find an AC between the AC and the Warcry, that's going to give his team like what, plus 18 armor. More, wow, more than that. Freaking plus 24 armor in the fight. That is going to make them incredibly difficult for Faceless Void to drop. Combined with the heal, it's also going to nullify a lot of Gyrocopter's damage. On the other hand, there is still a lot of burst magical damage, so they'll have to watch out for that. We'll need the BKBs up as well. But if they've got Magic Immunity and the 24 armor on the entire team, it is going to make Empire a lot less effective.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Tier 2 top getting sniped out here, but still again. So you can see, like, before Void, they were finding some farm for Lance, but since they've lost access to their jungle, it's become really, really hard to get this farm. We see their Void actually overtaking, Void and Puck overtaking Sven there. I mean, Arrow's still finding farm. It's because he can roam out a lot further than his teammates, and he's always had Wisp. Every time they go for him, when he's out ahead of the team, Wisp has been able to suicide with the relocate for him. And a waveform going to come out. Chronosphere, though, too slow to get in range of that. And now Void, he wants this Chronosphere. We might need a Wisp save here. He's looking for the Chronosphere. Can he get it? He's catching up. No, never mind. Sven jumps in. Yoki taking too long. Gets burst down. Regrets the choices made. Arrow, though, getting burst by the Mystic Flare. Arrow goes down. Solo now. It's on full retreat. It's a round here for Empire. Trying to get away. Swap out from Vengeful Spirit. Trying to get clear. Call down. Going to come in Death Ward as well. They're hitting Puck. Hitting the Gyrocopter. This is causing trouble. Gem is on the deck. Silent now going down. Pops the BKB. Trying to get free here. Quick, so taking Rocket Barrage damage. Still got God's Strength. Double tether heal there with the Death, with the Root of Restoration. And that's 4 heroes down for just Arrow in return. Finally, Lance find some traction, some much needed traction. And it was on the back of that, just Void just being greedy. He wanted to try and proc a bash and see if he could just get that, but he was just hoping to get that bash off. Fortunately, not happening for him. Because Quick's coming in, quick thinking, blinked in, got the stun down, and then they just turn and burst that Void with the Mask of Madness on. Unfortunately, very, very squishy. So Void making some errors there, and then just Empire getting turned on immediately and destroyed. And there we go. AC is done. Now this might be Lance tickets back into the game. That and capitalizing, obviously, and punishing mistakes made. But if they can at least ride out the Chronosphere, they've got a chance. Or even better, if they can actually just pick off Void before he can Chronosphere, that's like the best case scenario. But at the very least, if they can help their team ride out the Chronosphere and the burst damage coming through that, then they'll probably be in a pretty good shape, I think, to take the fight. But we'll see what Sven goes for next. Now, they did lose the Radiant Courier in the middle of that. I'm not sure. I guess it probably got hit by Flak Cannon in the middle of that fight. It's just incidental, whatever it happens. Lane, might ask for a kill. Wow, that's a solo Death Ward there. Waveform coming forward, but Arrow too slow. Oh, Death, no, never mind. Adaptive Strike. Big range there now. Puck wants to go for this. They've got Chronosphere up. I think Arrow's very dead here unless they're going to relocate in time to save him. No, not happening. Wisp is not close enough, unfortunately. He's in fact in full retreat there, just backing off. Now, Wisp has picked up a mech too. And this is definitely, they do need some farm on this Wisp. Preferably as well, if they can find a BKB on him next. just to try and help deal with the incidental match edge, or a Ghost Scepter as well would be fantastic. It would help him deal with the Flat Cannon, as well as Void just trying to focus down Wisp. That would be a very big deal as well. Puck goes out of Dream Call. Resolution though, regretting decisions made, jumps into a God Strength spin and says, actually, you've made an error, mate. And do they keep trying to do the Roshan though? Looks like they do. Buyback there from... They got a buyback out of the puck at least. That cost him a... Wow, that cost him a lot. 1,700 gold. But he does already have his Hex, so... you know, not as bad as it could have been. It's not delaying his first core item. I mean, Puck right now could, like, pretty much never farm, like, just save for buyback, farm nothing else, and he'd still be super effective in these fights. Blink Hex, Blink Dream Call, big stuff still for his team, so he's going to be definitely a force to contend with in the fights, even if he doesn't find another item. But on the other hand, he would probably like to find an Orc, probably Yules, actually. Yules, or does his team have a mech? Yeah, I mean, he could even just try and pick up a late mech if he's wanted to for his team. Mech, or even, you know what, an Ethereal Blade would be really good as well. Not only is it great to throw at the Sven, because you hit him with the Ethereal Blade, suddenly he can't attack anybody through his God Strength, but also just the fact he can use it on himself, save teammates from Death Ward, also some nasty business like that. And, I mean, if you throw it on the target you're trying to burst with Ancient Seal, that's so much damage. They throw the Mystic Flare on that together. They could quite as the Glow Arrow up with one stun. They're just going to relocate out, play this safe. Oh, it's a Hexo, goes down, it's on Aikido, it's on the Wisp. They should be able to bring down this Wisp easily, I think. Or not, because they don't bring him down. Pops some mech there, might get away. Puck trying to auto-attack him down. Puck though will go, gets the kill there, and then jaunts away with Phase Shift. Meanwhile, the Era just split pushing, so it's two supports down on Lajons' side. And they're looking for Sven. Sven though retreating. He's just going to go and grab a TP and then head home by the looks of it. Oh, he's already got a TP, so he just heads home. Puck is too slow to get up there to cancel it. And with two heroes down, looks like Empire are actually going to try and take the high ground here, and they've got the Aegis as well on the Dark. They could quite easily do this. Morphling though is going to take the tier 2 top. He's got the Skadi done. There's a Manta style working towards a Butterfly, but I don't know if they want to try and fight this. No glyph up either. 10 seconds, I think they have to come in. They don't go down. In fact, it looks like they're just going to let the Midrax go. This Midrax is going to drop. No glyph for defenders. Nobody gives stall out. They're just going to trade it. It's only going to be traded for a tier 3 though. Unless we get some TP cancels here. Some TP cancels here could be huge. Gyrocopter actually can't TP back. Era though, just going toe-to-toe with Void. Void though, oh, caning him a new one here. Yoki's just bashing the absolute crap out of him. Time walk in a second. Doesn't matter. Era's just going to TP out. So they're going to give away the tier 3. But they get the mid-ranks out. Quick Scale walking into the spike. Regretting decisions made. Death Ward comes out. I don't think it's going to be enough though. Death Ward trying to do some damage. It does practically nothing there. And now Morphling's into the fight. The waveforms fall with the Mental Spirit trying to bring out Solar out. The auto attacks him out. Slowed down. Crippling slow there on Solar. Solar though should be able to get away. No, blink forward from Quick. Buys back into the fight. Unfortunately, Void is not dead. They do not get Gyro either. And in the end, it's a full lane of racks for just a tier 3. So quite easily a fight that Empire are happy to trade for. And it also costs Sven another 700 gold. And unlike Puck, he really needs that next item too, I think. Oh, they went for a rod of AUI there on the Scarf Mage. See the Blink Lasso going to come forward. This one should actually be effective because this time around we don't have Bench Spirit to cancel it. An easy kill there on Puck. Just think if anybody's getting AC at the moment, because that would be really, really big good news. Right now, Lajons are making, basically, just putting it down that they have, at all times in a fight, 10 more armor than Empire straight away. Just because of the AC. The -5/+5 effect. That's a pretty big deal. Right now, Empire don't have their own AC to just basically equalize the terms of engagement. Void could build one, but he just needs some raw damage. Well, it looks like he's just going to go for raw damage first. And I think he's actually going to get a Monkey King bar to deal with the fact that there is a Butterfly going to come up on the Morphling pretty soon. Era's got to be careful though. It's getting to the point where Faceless Void could almost... maybe not actually. Morphling has a ton of armor. Especially when Sven Warcry... Like, if Sven Warcry is next to him, he's easily got over 40 armor. That's actually, yeah, I don't think Void is actually going to kill him that easily. Even with a Monkey King bar to avoid the mischance. Now, Key just skulking behind Arrow, just trying to keep him alive here. Unfortunately, pushing out this lane, they're still going to go to a tier 3. It is fairly low though, so they might just try and buy some time here. It's unfortunate that nobody on Lions could find that TP on Void and cancel it, because then if they managed to cancel Void's TP back, they would have been able to trade racks for racks, and that would have been a very big deal. Just going to use the Manta Illusion to help chip down this tier 3. Key hanging around Morphling, not really finding anything to do just yet. Roshan, not up for a little while. I think they... No, it's inspired there. Gyrocopter has gone for Lincolns. Which, I mean, this is nice, I guess, against, like, the Batrider, but... I mean, they don't really need it. Like, Batrider can lasso him, and they don't even care, because they've got Vengeful Spirit swap. I'm actually surprised he built that Lincolns. They don't need it. He's already got a BKB too, so Sven can't exactly stun him to critical time either in the fights. Yeah, that Lincoln's is actually really close. That could have been more damage. Or something like a Satanic. Or better yet, actually a Monkey. Like, that could have been his Monkey King bar to help deal with the fact that Arrow's got evasion now with his Butterfly. Hell, even another Hex would have been more useful than that. Especially since Morphling doesn't have a Lincoln Sphere either. So just spamming Hexes on Morphling is going to be such a pain in the ass for them to deal with in this game. Morphling on the other hand, I feel like could go for a BKB for sure. Not just not because...
Radiant's top tower.
Sure, Chronosphere is going to go right through it, but it will stop the bashes from Void, and also the other thing that's going to stop is the Ancient Seal on the Dream Core. All Puck spell is going to be fairly useless, so he doesn't have to worry about getting Blink Hex
Radiant's top tower
as much. Well, no, Blink Hex is still pretty potent, but he doesn't have to worry about getting Hex in the middle of a fight if he's got that. So I do find, like, the choice to not build a BKB a bit questionable here, but we'll see what he does. Also, I see, like, Lincoln's Sphere pop by that this though. Doesn't even care. Minot's now getting hit by a missile there. A lot of damage coming into this, well, melee racks there. In fact, it looks like they're going to let it take over half damage. Another homing missile out of quits. Are they going to try and set something up here? They could well. Just Spam's on the side there. Puck jumps in. Dream Cold 2. Missile comes in. Floyd Chrono catches 2 here. Down goes Quick. So loses Sven. He's on buyback timer as well. Just Spam trying to get cleared. Backs up here. There's nothing he can do to try and stall this out. Meanwhile, Gyrocopter just backs up. Middle top racks goes down. Both of them are down. They trade 2 for none and a racks. They just don't have the firepower necessary to deal with this. Arrow just can't stay in the fight. They go in, they get Hex, they get Chronosphere. There's nothing they can do. Morphling now trying to build a Skadi, but I just don't think it's going to work.
Where's my pension?
And Yoki now. I think he's got his Monkey King bar done. Oh no, that's Silent's Monkey King bar, never mind. I don't know where Yoki's is still working on his apparently. You know, Vengeful Spirit has picked up a Blink Dagger. This is a great item from Vengeful Spirit. Just gives her so much mobility just to get the stun, and most importantly, so she can hang back and get those key swaps off. There we go, Monkey King bar finished up, and I don't think there's any way Morphling can try and man fight the Gyrocopter. Now, I really still think this Lincoln Sphere is pretty damn questionable. But it doesn't, when Empire have got this kind of lead, it's not going to matter too much. They can get away with some flexible item choices here and there. It's not going to be a big deal. You see, they have over a 10,000 gold lead at the moment. And Roshan's back up. Empire could quite easily take this too. They might want to go for a pick off first just to make sure Lions really don't want to come out and fight them. And then we go Gyrocopter. At this point, he could probably... I mean, he can either choose to finish the Manta Style, but it's not a fantastic item for Gyrocopter, and there's nothing he really needs to knock off. There's no key silencer, that's what this is. So you can probably get rid of the Yasha and just build a bigger item. Just go for a Satanic. I mean, hell, a Heart. I mean, even a second Butterfly would actually be pretty damn good, because Morphling is not building a counter to evasion, and nor is Sven anytime soon. So, I mean, even just second evasion would be great. Or even the Heavy Talbot would be okay as well. But I mean, Silent would get more out of another Butterfly. Empire just actually not even in a bottle rush, just gonna waltz up here. Hex comes out, Arrow though, so vulnerable. Look at that snaps. He just needs a BKB so badly. Just gets hexed instantaneously, goes down. Meanwhile, call down, yes, Death Wall comes out, but it's relatively ineffective. Chronosphere comes in, trapping 2 there. Doesn't matter though, it's not going to cause anything else. Chronosphere will expire. They've traded 1 for 1 at the moment, but it quicks us down. 4 VS support, not a big deal. Cast comes out, Spark, laughing it off there. Is he going to get the chase there? Oh, my nuts, 1 more hit. He goes down as well. Barrel is back in the fight. Silent now, just going to try and man fight Era. Should be able to take this fight. Waveform forward by Era. Trying to go down low ground, trying to bring down Yoki. Yoki actually taking a lot of damage. He will go down. Barrel is down as well. They've lost Janasa fam. And now Era gets hexed up again. Silent just tearing him apart. That's Hex, that's Silence. He's just done and dusted. Nothing you do. Wisp is down again. A triple kill for Silence. Still in the fight. And a gem being pinged out there. They could go for this. I mean, if they want to, they could just go and take racks. Now the tier 4s begin to take hefty damage. There's Silence just killing buildings on his way through. And 5.7k in the bank there for Silence. It's just screw. I'm going for the tier 4s.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It's just Janasa Vampire's got Lasso there. Tier 4's going down. They don't have any buybacks except for Wisp, but I'm pretty sure this is GG. Empire are going to take this one out. But remember, this is just game 1 of the best of 3 series, so Lajons have plenty of time here to try and equalise this score. See BKB getting top quarter. Wow, he goes for the kill. He might regret this. They will finish him up. The Empire, though, going to take some damage and start almost going down. Doesn't matter, though, because the throne is dropping. GG not being called just yet, as Quicks is going to try for one last kill here. Not going to happen, though. Throne goes down, and Empire will take the first game with ease. I feel like just they completely outdrafted Lajons there. Just easy execution for them. Lajons, their draft just had no answers there to what Empire brought against them. But anyway, guys, that was game 1 of the best of 3 series. Stay tuned, we'll have game 2 up and running ASAP, so tune in for that.